డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. అసలు అందుకే గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అనగానే మనం ఇక్కడ ఏముందని మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి దాని పేరేంటి, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. నేమ్ నుంచే మీనింగ్ ఏంటో తెలుస్తుంది. డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. నీకు ఇచ్చిన వారికి నేను ఇచ్చిన వర్క్ ఇచ్చి జస్ట్ కంప్యూటెడ్, దట్ ఈస్ కంప్యూటెడ్ బై డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటింగ్ అదర్స్. డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అంటే అదే కదా. ఏమైనా థర్డ్ వస్తుంది జస్ట్ ఎనీవన్ కెన్ సీ. నేను చెప్పిన పాయింట్ చదువుతాను, నేను రాస్తున్నాను అందుకే రాస్తున్నాను. డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ distributed as among the two labels, and my point అలాగే రికవరీ చెప్పినాం వీటిగా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ ఇంకా నువ్వు చదివింది అంటే నువ్వు రాస్తే అర్థం కాలేదు, అదొకటే పాయింట్ కట్ చేసి రాస్తాను. ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు రాపిస్తుంటే ఇట్లనే ఒక రోజు వాట్ ఈస్ బిగ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అంటే ఒక ప్యానల్ అంటే ఒక సెంట్రల్ కంప్యూటింగ్ జస్ట్ కంప్యూటింగ్ గ్రేట్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఇవన్నీ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటాయి కదా. ఒకసారి పేపర్లో ఉంటే చూస్తే అర్థమైతే అనిపిస్తుంది, అది సంవత్సరం వస్తుంది. డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ loosely coupled, tightly coupled also told you. Loosely coupled, tightly coupled. Loosely coupled in the sense, coupled and connected. There is a connection. You 6 members are interconnected. But I can say it is loosely coupled. Means, if anything is changes happening at your side, something went wrong for you. But and a group of people connected, every work will be share out to the దీంట్లో ఏ ఒక్క సిస్టమ్ పని చేయకుండా రిమైనింగ్ మళ్ళీ ఒక టాస్క్ వస్తే ఇఫ్ వన్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ వెయిట్, రిమైనింగ్ 4 సిస్టమ్ కెన్ టేక్ కేర్ అబౌట్ దట్ వర్క్ అండ్ కెన్ బి సాల్వ్. అంటే మన దాంట్లో గ్రూప్ లో ఎవరో ఒకరు పని చేయకుండా వాడు ఫీవర్ వచ్చినా అబ్సెంట్ అయినా విల్ వర్క్ అవర్ టీమ్. దట్ ఈస్ లూజ్లీ కపుల్డ్. టైట్లీ కపుల్డ్ నో, ఒకరు లేకపోతే ఇంకో పని చేయాలి, దట్ ఈస్ టైట్లీ కపుల్డ్. అండ్ రిసోర్సెస్ లో షేరబుల్ రిసోర్సెస్. ఒకే సర్వర్ ఉంది, ఆ సర్వర్ లోనే మనం అందరూ వర్క్ చేయాలి. నువ్వు డేటా యాక్సెస్ అక్కడ చేయాలి, డేటా అప్లోడ్ చేయాలని అక్కడ చేయాలి. సో సమ్ డే వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ దట్ సర్వర్ క్రాష్ అయిపోయింది, మనం ఇంకందరూ ఏం పని చేయలేదు. దట్ ఈస్ టైట్లీ కపుల్డ్. సో డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఏమవుతుంది, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ లో సెట్ ఆఫ్ సర్వర్స్ ఉంటాయి. నీ దగ్గర నీ ఓన్ మెమరీ ఉంటుంది. And also, you 5 members will have separate systems. Listen, these 5 members will have their own separate laptops. Even business you can do our own laptop on your laptop. But sometimes, some tasks with your laptop you are unable to do. Then you are also saying that some of the tasks cannot be executed in your laptop because you want to play a video file, VLC media player you want it. But unfortunately, you don't have VLC media. You also don't have VLC media. So that's what you people are individually have laptops and individually have interconnected one by one interconnect. And there is a one server. The server will provide everything whatever you want. If you are not there, it will be there. You people to will be connected this one. You want 2 people will be connected this one, and you want to 1 more people will be connected this one. This is distributed. In the distributed what happens there? If you want to play a VLC media player, these 2 people and when this server will have. So you can share its own server, it is not available, but it is connected to the external server, can make this service. According to the service, VLC media player or server you can do the work. In this case, what happens if the server is crashes? If this server is crashes, or your laptop get crashes. And the next, some more other project is come. The project can be executable 1, 2, 3 persons. Because this problem, due to the laptop problem, she unable to work. No problem. Because ఒకరు ఫెయిల్ అయిన మాత్రమే మనం జరిగే టాస్క్ ఇక్కడ ఆగిపోతుంది. That's what is loosely coupled. So distributed కూడా same. And also one more side of definition, distributed. ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఇవ్వగల నీ దగ్గర అన్ని మెమరీస్ ఆ ప్రాబ్లం డివైడ్ చేసి ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఎక్స్క్లూడ్ తీసుకోవచ్చు, సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఎక్స్క్లూడ్, థర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్, ఫోర్త్ క్వశ్చన్, ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్, ఫిఫ్త్ 5 మార్క్స్ సాల్వ్ అవుతాయి. అప్పుడు ఈజీ అయిపోయింది. If it is not that, only local subject and it takes more amount of time. So distributed is a distributed computing. Set of servers are connected with loosely coupled. So in the loosely coupled, what happens? If one server is fails, if one server fails, it does not affect the others. So that is one type of distributed circuit. But the first time you read it, grid computing is a subset of distributed. In the subset, so there are 100 systems are in the connection of distributed computing. In that, some portion is called grid computing. Now read out the definition of grid computing. కొంచెం నేను ఇక్కడే ఉన్నా చూసి చదవాలి, అక్కడ ఏది ఉంటుంది నేను రాసి single problem. This will be connected geographically, whereas this grid computing, as it is a subset of distributed computing, say there is one distributed computing DS1 and somewhere else DS2, DS3, set of distributed computings are there. So distributed computing itself, మనం ఏమంటున్నా distributed computing ఉపయోగపడుతుంది every problem solve. Like there are n number of distributed systems, and in that grid computing is nothing but some portion of distributed computing one, some portion can say it is a grid, and some other portion of distributed computing two as a grid. All these subportions can be connected as globally, and it will be working towards to solve a single problem. ఒకటే ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి సెట్ ఆఫ్ గ్రిడ్స్ కంప్యూటింగ్ నుంచి we can make it as a computing. అంటే it is not only distributed computing కానీ it is I. So because globally we can connect it. So the next time grid computing is a technique in which ideal system in the network and their wasted CPU cycles can be efficiently used by using unity pools of servers, storage systems and networks into single large virtual systems for resource sharing dynamically at runtime. See here, example. అంటే ఎక్కడ ఏ సిస్టమ్స్ ని ఖాళీ కూర్చోబెట్టు, ఎక్కడ ఏ సిస్టమ్ ని ఖాళీ కూర్చోబెట్టాము అన్ని వర్క్ చేయాలి గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. ఎవ్రీవన్ షుడ్ బి వెరీ బిజీ, డూ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్, డూ సమ్ టాస్క్. అంటే ఒక 2 members ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్తుంది, మిగతా యాక్టివ్. No, it is not. Everyone should work on the problem. See the line example. There is a small LAN is local area network that consists of around 20 systems in your lab. Assume that your lab contains 20 systems are interconnected. Out of which 10 systems are ideal. 10 systems are ideal, and 10 systems are not in a working position at this moment. I sit ideally. And 5 systems are using less amount of CPU. Less amount of CPU in sense, CPU is working, CPU అంటే something it is going on, ఏదో ఒక పని చేసి. So 5 systems తక్కువ యూసేజ్. CPU utilization అంట ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్. CPU always your computer, your PC, CPU utilization should be more. అంటే నువ్వు ఒక ప్రాసెస్ రన్ చేస్తున్నావు అంటే ప్రాసెస్ చాలా బిజీ ఉన్నావు. బిజీ అంటే నంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్లాస్, మల్టిపుల్ క్లాస్, మల్టీ థ్రెడింగ్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్ అని చాలా పని చెప్తాం. ఈజీ షుడ్ బి వెరీ బిజీ. నువ్వు డే అంతా వెరీ బిజీ ఉండాలి. బిజీ అంటే ఎట్ ఎవ్రీ మూమెంట్ యూ హావ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్. అదే క్లాస్ వచ్చినట్టు క్లాస్ తినాలి, తర్వాత బయటికి వెళ్ళి లంచ్ అంటే లంచ్ చేయాలి, ఇమీడియట్ వచ్చాలి. అదే క్లాస్ మాకు క్లాస్ అని కూర్చోవాలి. సో యూ షుడ్ బి యువర్ షెడ్యూల్ షుడ్ బి వెరీ బిజీ. సో దట్ ఈస్ CPU సర్వీస్. అంటే ఇంకో 5 systems 100% usage లేదు, but little it is working, something it is going on in a 5 systems, and then CPU cycles are wasted. Now grid computing efficiently utilize those wasted CPU cycles into working cycles. So what happens, the 20 systems lo asalu 10 systems ఖాళీ ఉంది అవరే. Everything 5 systems is under running. 5 system running అంటే 100% యూస్ అవ్వాలి. So CPU cycles 100% we are expecting, at least 90. But we are using only 10% of CPU cycles are working on our system. To make use that other grid computing cases, grid computing law, actually you are capable to work on 90%, but now only 10% you are doing now. So whereas grid computing can execute multiple tasks, so you just don't sit idle, just you are doing only 10% of work now. So you do this work. I'll make use of your 80% of energy, your 80% of talent to solve this problem. That is గ్రేట్ కంప్యూటింగ్. ఈ గ్రేట్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అనేది లేదనుకోండి, కూర్చున్నవాడు అలాగే కూర్చుంటాడు, చేసేవాడు ఏదో చేసినట్టు యాక్షన్ చేస్తాడు, బట్ అక్కడ వర్క్ అవ్వదు. సో వర్క్ అవ్వదు అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ఇంటెన్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద సిపియు మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ప్రతి సిస్టమ్ ప్రాసెసర్ ని మాక్సిమం వాడుకోవాలి. ప్రతి సిస్టమ్ ప్రాసెసర్ ని మాక్సిమం వాడుకోవాలి. జస్ట్ మన ఇంటికి ఎవరైనా టెంపరీ ఒక మెయిడ్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, వన్ డే we call one maid to clean our house. Because of 2 days, we have a festival to clean our house. Okay, the thing, maid clean చేయడానికి. ముందే డిసైడ్ చేసాం per day we have to pay 1,000 rupees and she or he will come 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock he will work. ముందే చెప్పింది నాకు 1,000 rupees కావాలి, నేను 9 to 5 వర్క్ చేస్తాను. మన ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏంటి? 9 to 5 లోనే మన 2 bedroom హాల్ మొత్తం కిచెన్ అయిపోవాలి, 2 BHK పర్సెంట్ మొత్తం క్లీన్ అయిపోవాలి. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం? ఫస్ట్ 9 o'clock రాగానే రెడీగా బెడ్రూమ్ వేస్తాం, క్లీన్ చేస్తున్నాం, క్లీన్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఆయన కాసేపు 1 hour క్లీన్ చేసి హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ ఫోన్ మాట్లాడినప్పుడు కొట్టాను. సో ఈ ఆయన చెప్పి 9 to 5 నేను వర్క్ చేస్తాను చెప్పింది. విత్ బ్రేక్ ఆఫ్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ 40 minutes ఫర్ లంచ్. దట్ ఈస్ యాక్సెప్టబుల్. ఓకే, అంటే 9 to 5 మనం వర్క్ చేస్తాం. ఈజ్ కేపబుల్ టు వర్క్ 9 to 5. అట్లానే 9 to 10 వర్క్ చేసి 10 to 12 ఫోన్ మాట్లాడినట్టు కబుర్లు చెప్పిన మొత్తం పాటు స్వభావాల విషయం యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో అప్పుడేంటి, ఇంకేస్ నువ్వు మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నా ఇంట్లో మమ్మీ డాడీ, సో దే విల్ నో దట్ ఈ వర్క్ 9 to 5. సో అగైన్ వాళ్ళు వచ్చి ఏం చేస్తారు, నేను ఏది ఇంత చిన్న పని చేస్తుంది, టైం పాస్ చేస్తుంది, బాబు ఇదే కాదు నేను ఇది క్లీన్ చేసి ఇచ్చేసి. బికాస్ దే నో దట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ కెపాసిటీ. So if you got a CPU capacity is 100% usually, it is working on only 5%, 10% only work is. The grid computing is like a manager, grid computing is a, so I have to execute so many tasks. Why you are sitting idle or doing only simple tasks and sitting idle? You do this work also. Then it should be utilized maximum. A person in the work is the maximum utilization. So again he is doing till 5 o'clock. 4:30 వెళ్ళిపోతాను, బాబు 5 వరకు ఉంటాను, ఇంక వెళ్ళిపోతాను అంటే 5:10 వెళ్ళిపోతే బాగున్నాను. అవునా? 1,000 రూపీస్ ఇస్తాను, 5:10 వెళ్ళిపోతే 5:30 వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. ఇంకా లాస్ట్ వచ్చి మనకు దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ మ్యాక్సిమం యూటిలైజేషన్. మనం ఎక్కడ కూర్చుని బికాస్ రీజన్ దట్ వీ నో ద కెపాసిటీ. కెపాసిటీ అండ్ మెజర్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ఇయర్ అమౌంట్. 1,000 రూపీస్ ఇస్తే 9 to 5 వర్క్ చేస్తాను, 1,500 is work is ready to work till 8 o'clock. So based on that we are measuring 5 o'clock మనం వర్క్ చేయించుకోవాల్సిందే. Same here grid computing is a technique. If there are some systems are doing less number అన్నా, we need to make use of that efficiently. And grid computing efficiently utilize the wasted CPU cycle. ఇంకా 80% wasted CPU cycles can be utilized into working cycles. ఆ 2 hours ఫోన్ మాట్లాడాలని వర్కింగ్ అవర్స్ కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. ఆయన ఇంకో వర్కింగ్ చేసి ఇంకో టీవీ ఒక మిషన్ చేసి క్లీన్ చేయాలనుకుంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద వే ఆఫ్ ద గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్. దిస్ గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ which consists of internet services such as the telnet command enables a local computer to connect a remote computer. So this is telnet is a one protocol user you can say, or we can say command. Command and protocols are used to connect one system to another system. The sharing of data or exchanging of information, message passed. In your systems which are interconnected, there is a one command, one facility telnet provides. So remote server to server. We can say one machine to another using your lab. We'll say by using telnet, we can say hi to purpose. ల్యాబ్ లో ఎక్కడ కూర్చుంటాడు, మనం సీక్రెట్ గా సార్ తెలియకుండా టెలిటీస్ చేసి ఆయన చెప్పొచ్చు. బట్ పక్కన విండోలో మళ్ళీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేస్తుంటాడు, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ హాయ్ మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ రిమోట్. లేదు ఇంకెక్కడ ఉన్నాడు, ఈస్ కనెక్టెడ్ సమ్వేర్ ఎల్స్. రిమోట్లీ we are connected by using telnet. So that is in infrastructure we need to know about. And also that we have HTTP. Anyone can say what is HTTP? A service, a web services has provided a protocol for HTTP. CL ఉంటాయి, transport layer I think so. UDP, user data protocol. HTTP, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. So this is one type of protocol for exchanging the information from web services to a web page to another web page. So if there is a web page consists of a audios and videos and images of set of documents, want to access that web pages, there is an address. There is address acquired address bar will make it as a HTTP, like HTTP www. See here. Here if it is online SB, when it is logged into HTTP, there is an address, it is there, HTTP backslash two slashes colon and so dot ac dot in. Or some government dot ac dot in. No, we call it the website KIET. See here in this Google address, see here. You can listen to the here it is there. It is HTTPS colon backslash ఇక్కడ ఉందా? ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుందా? రైట్ ఇక్కడ ఉందా? సో అక్కడ ఏంటి HTTPS HTTPS గా ఈ గూగుల్ ట్రైనింగ్ వేరేగా HTTP ఆల్సో ఉంటుంది. There is only HTTP. So these are the transfer protocols. ఇప్పుడు kite website లో మన డేటాని want to access is not to download. Whatever it is there, you want to read it. చూడాలి. So that is a web server pages. For web server pages, there is a protocol HTTP. By using the HTTP, it enables a remote access to a remote web page. మీకు కాలేజ్ వెబ్సైట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, మీ కాలేజ్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, కాలేజ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈ సర్వర్లో. But I want to see what is going on in KIET. What are the calendars? When did it cancel? What are the calendars? What are the faculty people? What are the facilities on? As a second attribute, can open this. You can access your college website. That is how it is possible. మనమే ఒక పర్సన్ తీసుకొచ్చి అక్కడ వేయండి, ఎవరు మనకు డాక్యుమెంట్ తీసుకెళ్ళి. There is a provision HTTP hypertext transfer protocol will be transferring, will be getting the information to access the web pages. Particularly the protocol HTTP and HTTPS. S indicates that secure. So most of the financial and banking sectors will use HTTPS protocols, right? And credit computing allows close interaction among applications running on distance computers simultaneously, which are far away from here, but they will provide a grid computing to work closely, which are not connected physically as close, which are far away. That's what it is, a geographically connected of systems. And grid computing is a processor architecture that combines computer resources from various domains to reach a main object. The resources of distributed computing is a part of distributed computing. a subset of distributed computing will have a set of resources R1 R2 and one more distributed computing. Here also some portion as a subset as grid computing, other type of physics. All these different types of resources and domains will be collected as a one unit into the grid. And a different అందరినీ కలిపి grid అంటారు. Grid అంటే మీరండి your combinations of all branches. Actually, CSE is separate class. On the system, A and B separate class. A, D, and one more. Three classes. Three classes. If you are selected for some activity, we will do CS in the first three. Three minutes. You have different qualities. That is, you are from different domain. You are from different. You are from different. All different domains are selected as now it is for one team. Three. 9 members are one team. This one team is for three. Different domains are this coaching. Different talents. So one is expert in programming, one is expert in database connection, one is expert in making a documentation, one is expert from singing, one is expert in presentation. So under this way, team is. So in the grid computing, resource type one is this question. That is called different various domains to reach main objective. The main objective is now problem solve here. Problem solve here programming is known. But in your ADs, all there is no programmer. But there is a well database service. So it's as per the AI language. In that domain, there is an expert in the programmers. Database connectivity, you have ADs, database experts. Somebody have to presentation. Presentation skills and communication skills are there in a cyber security. I'll pick them from that. So like that. So different domains. But what is the objective? Objective is to execute my project. Here, infrastructure diagram is there. We have discussed it. And a computing grid. A computing grid offers an infrastructure that couples computers, software, middleware, and sensors together. That combines the grid computing. Grid computing is a combines the or it couples with computers, different computers, or it maybe combines the softwares, or it maybe combines sensors together. So grid computer only combinations not only systems and servers and softwares, right? And the grid is often constructed. So in the case, AD is 3 members, data science 3 members, AML 3 members, cyber 3 members. All these should be connected. Physical application work. So I've selected 3 members. I said all 9 members 3 work together. So okay group, okay connection the 9 members. That is called through network will connect it. Normally one way is one group of people discuss this 4 members close friends. Okay, WhatsApp group. Same like this grid computing is often constructed across LAN connection, WAN, say, and internet. Based on this regional, national, globally, we can connect it. So, this project here, అక్కడ ఓన్ అవసరం లేదు 3 members తీసుకెళ్ళాం మీ అందరూ 9 members కూర్చోవాల్సి వస్తుంది you will communicate through a network through internet and share your thoughts and do tasks. That is one type of grid. The computers using grid is primarily workstation grid. So here I said it is grid computing is a more powerful. When it is more powerful, the computation speed is high. So it is a subset of distributed system. That subset may contain an organization like your college. College is a one group and one more college is another group. And these two can combine as a one unit. We can say it is a grid. So it may be workstations or different servers, different clusters and supercomputers. All these can be collected as a one unit, make it as grid computers. And personal computers, laptops and PDAs can be used as access devices to grid system. So here different organizations, let's say here IT organization, one is you have collaborated with IT Hyderabad, right? KIET is collaborated. These two are working with the like it is a one single platform as a one grid, can access these through your personal system. The task, whatever it is doing, by mutual understanding of these two organizations, can be accessed through your laptop. Laptop which can be so used. What is PDA? Desktop or laptop PDS. Before desktop PDS, personal digital assets. Personal digital assets are there. So through that also we can be communicate to these devices. We can access these devices. And all the servers and so the grid again, now the grid will be number. So we three section and three members this one of aggregation that is grid. So name task executor. If it is client side and other side, two different ends. At the server end, the grid is a network. At the server end, and we three members in combination. Physically not you are met with the three members in a one single room. We regular but you are connected, you are working. How it is connected? Your people are connected through WhatsApp, through mobile, through Insta. They project execute. So that is called by using networks. So means that that end it looks like a network. So server end grid is a network. At the client end, so client end it asks you some client end we see wide or wireless terminal devices. So client side physically use మీరు wireless లో కనెక్ట్ అయినది త్రీ మెంబర్స్ ఇక్కడ త్రీ మెంబర్స్ అంటే మైక్రో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాం. దేర్ ఆర్ టూ ఎండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ విత్ ద సర్వర్ అండ్ క్లయింట్ ఎండ్. సో వేర్ దిస్ గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఈస్ యూస్డ్. సో ఎంతసేపు మాట్లాడుతున్నా ఎక్కడెక్కడ యూసేజ్ టెలికమ్యూనికేషన్, గవర్నమెంట్ సెక్టర్స్, financial sectors, and multinational MNCs, multinational companies. All these are the big organizations that can be used for the very efficient manner they want to perform their task. And also their task has to be expected very fast. The result should be very fast. There is no delays in the queries. So if there is no delay, we need to work it out very fast. Then more number of servers, more number of computational devices, more number of memories, right, are required. That more can be available in the grid. So grid infrastructure can be maintained as a telecommunication organization and also government offices. The government offices like the traffic controls, right, and payment gateways. Sometimes you need to pay government website by using property tax. So not GHMC, municipal corporation websites. That also will. And financial sectors like SBI will be used in grid computing. Why it is SBI using grid computing? Yesterday also discussed. Same 10 servers, 10 ITM machines are at Kakinada. These 10 machines are connected with two servers. 55 or 65, 64, whatever it is. Server 1, server 2. Two different servers. It is connected for the 10 machines. 10 ATM machines in the Kakinada. Sometimes during the peak hours, the users are trying to access that SBI server, not only by accessing ATM, somebody will use this payment, UPI payments, and somebody is net banking. Definitely it is burden on the everything request will go to the server, SBI server. So based on that, sometimes assume that at some time 4 to 5, well, the two servers are very high requests are coming. That load is increased. Number of users are accessing by paying UPI payments, requesting online transactions, and internet banking, accessing the ATMs are more. And there are only one server. It is there in Korangi, which is rural area. Less numbers are used. Almost it is saying like 100% of efficiently, only 10% is used. The remaining 80% is still ideal. Take a burden area server. At that moment, the SBI is saying that. So why this server? This server also will do same activity where Kakinada will have two servers. No, same activity can do also this server. But why should I this server is ideal and unnecessary? Why this is very busy? What happens? Busy. Later and at some moment of time, the server get crash and server get down. Then if the server get down, obviously users will get a problem that the SBI is not working, SBI is not working. So that is the one default. So to avoid this, it uses grid computing geographically connected. Where it is somewhere is located this server, those servers located somewhere else. So this is a part of distributed computing. In distributed computing also I said same thing. In this part of distributed computing, and that is also part of distributed computing, all these two subparts can be connected as a one unit called as grid. ఈ సర్వర్ ని కూడా దానికి కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం బై యూజింగ్ గ్రిడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్. అప్పుడు ఆ సర్వర్స్ కూడా ఈ సర్వర్ కనెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు యాజ్ ఇట్ వెన్ ఇట్ ఇస్ టూ సర్వర్స్ ఆర్ బిజీ అండ్ హెవీ లోడ్, డెఫినెట్లీ ద హెవీ లోడ్ విల్ బి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ టు ది third server also. The request are distributed among three servers. Definitely load will be balanced, load will be reduced. If still it is more, and try to connect other services which is nearer to that or which is nearer to place in that grid. So SBI is purely grid computing it is used. And also yesterday I told SBI is using the private cloud. It's all private cloud. Government subject. And this is advantages of grid computing. It can solve larger and complex problems in short time. So large problems can be solved very fast. I said it is very short period of time. No computers be ideal in this. As I said, no, a computer కానీ ఏ సర్వర్ కానీ ఖాళీ కూర్చోదు. అది చేసే కెపాసిటీ మన ఇంటికి వచ్చిన ఏ వర్కర్ కూడా కాస్త కూర్చోవడం ఛాన్స్ లేదు. బికాస్ వేర్ పెయిడ్ ₹1000 ఫర్ 9 to 5 వర్క్ చేయాల్సింది. 10 to 11 కూర్చున్నట్టు కుదరదు. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అలౌడ్ టు సిట్ ఐడిల్. And unit works makes all computers like a supercomputer. So everything is working. Under work is everyone is working at your own. The work will be done very fast. And that is like supercomputer. Superman lab work is done under fastness. No code will work by chance. Everyone will get with help now. In 1-2 minutes, the room is very great. And very fast. The same computers, instead of being one computer to do the task, and there are more number of servers and computers are involved to do that, because the problem is divided into some problems and each problem is separated, solved separately. Then immediately we get a solution for that problem. Means that like supercomputer it's working, but not where it's not supercomputer. It is like normal computers only by using a technology grid. And nobody is always able to team no 5 members. No could be solve it, but you have to take that problem to solve is it 2 hours. It is not like to take it to 4 members team. Other work and disputation, which is then within 5 minutes to work time. The work is over and says you like a Superman, but you not Superman with the help of others. That is supercomputer. Make better use of hardware. So make better use of hardware. So there are different systems and hardware components in it, and somebody is also have separate hardware components. So either hardware component lekuna where all of this is school, the task will be executed. So unnecessary in order to trust. This is actual grid architecture. See that it will grid and different servers are connected together. One connect AC over the basis and grid. Regular college with the server. Two servers, actually individual parties. This is for only dedicated. Places, this is the server related to this core area. And those two servers are weak for the IT missions, which is located in the Kakarad. But grid computing, what happens that grid computing actually sometimes there is a situation, heavy traffic on those two servers. SBI server installed. But unnecessarily there are 3 servers ఉన్నాయి. ఒక సర్వర్ పని లేదు, బట్ అక్కడ ఒక సర్వర్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఉన్నవాడికే పని లేదు, ఇంకొక సర్వర్ తీసుకోవాలి. సో ఉన్నవాడినే ఆ పని పెట్టి పడేసాడు కదా. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ రీజన్ టు రిడ్యూస్ ద కాస్ట్, there is a technology or a method or a process or a new computation paradigm introduced in grid computing. Grid computing అనే టెక్నాలజీస్ యూజ్ చేసి మన దగ్గర ఉన్న ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ వాళ్ళని డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసుకోవాలి. So in the scene, the yellow color, in the top, there is workstation. So this one is assumed that this is workstation. This is one computer and this is one part of distributed computing. This is one. These set of servers and systems are connected, and this is a one set of databases. All are connected as a one single unit. But these all are not located in the same place. ఒక దగ్గర లేవు. ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నాయి. So that's what in this box. See here. See this box. E box లో again some partitions. So that is the one vision. For example, at location one. Location one lo there is a set of systems, set of resources connected as distributed. And next box have location two. Next box is location two. Location two itself it is a fast computing because a set of servers, set of resources are connected. So ఇట్లాంటి set of location 1, 2, 3, 4 n number of locations లో ఉన్న వాటిని again దాంట్లో కొన్ని portions తీసుకొని we are interconnected. Like this is one location of maintaining database. All these will be connected as a single unit, showing as a grid. That is a grid. So అవన్నీ కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి రెడీ పెట్టుకో. అంటే నా దగ్గర ఆల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఉన్నారు, అన్ని ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఉన్నారు. దే ఆర్ వెరీ ఫాస్ట్. ఆల్రెడీ నువ్వు ఒక టాస్క్ ఇస్తేనే వెరీ ఫాస్ట్ చేసింది. ఇలాంటి సో లైక్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మోస్ట్ టాలెంటెడ్ మనం జీనియస్ అంటారు. జీనియస్ నువ్వు 23 × 42 + 62 చెప్పినాను మనం క్యాల్సి కావాలి. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ టాలెంట్ టు దాట్ నేను ఏమంటాను యు ఆర్ ద సూపర్ మ్యాన్. సో జీనియస్ నీ you itself is a very fast, but I maintain like you people n number of people. నేను ఒక దగ్గర చేసుకున్న ఒక సేమ్ టాలెంట్ ఒకటి సేమ్ టాలెంట్ ఇట్లాంటి నంబర్ ఆఫ్ జీనియస్ ఉన్నాను నా దగ్గర. సో అప్పుడు నేను చేసే వాటిని ఏదైనా పని చెప్తే ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ సెట్ ఆఫ్ జీనియస్ పీపుల్ ఇంకెంత ఫాస్ట్ చేస్తే ఒకడు ఉంటేనే చాలా ఫాస్ట్ చెప్పు. ఇలాంటి ఎక్స్పర్ట్ చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. సో నువ్వు ఏ వర్క్ వచ్చినా వెరీ ఫాస్ట్. నేను అంటే ఇక్కడ గ్రేట్. సో హియర్ and in genius is each one box. This is one genius mission. This is one mission. This is one mission. All these genius will be collected as one unit and make it as a grid computing because it is like one time it is discussed on SBI service for load shedding loss. Grid computing will be used. And these genius will happen. But how you will be connected to these genius people are grid computing through internet only. Through internet only. Those systems can be connected. Internet at the end user may be here. End user may be a camera, a telephone, or mobile phone, a TV, or a computer system, or a laptop. And this is one machine. This is like it is a fingerprint machine, right? So set of these are the end user devices. From these devices are connected to internet or sensor devices. This is last word one here. It is sensor devices. This one is sensor device. All such type of devices connected to internet to access this grid computing. This is the basic structure of grid computing. And see here, grid includes workstations, large servers, mesh processors, and Linux clusters to satisfy chain of computational needs. Now, Genius 1, Genius 2, Genius 3 are the genius one may be workstation one, large servers, mesh of processors, that is set of processors, and Linux clusters. All these are the high-end processor, high-end systems, high-end machines. And the grid is built across various IP broadband networks, including LAN and WANs. So, including these LAN and WANs will be connected to the end users or internet or Ethernet. See here, this is about grid computing and cloud computing. Just as a comparison. So there is a criteria. The criteria is that user management. Grid computing is a decentralized, whereas cloud computing is centralized. So when it is decentralized, so decentralized అంటే వర్క్ని డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయడం. Decentralized, centralized means ఒక చేతుల మీద అనడం. Centralized. వాటితో చెప్పినట్టు అని Decentralized means ఆ వర్క్ ఎవరికి వస్తుందో నీకు వర్క్ ఇస్తే యూ సాల్వ్ ఇండివిజువల్లీ. యు ఆర్ ద ఓనర్ ఆఫ్ దట్ వర్క్, యు ఆర్ decentralized. So grid computing lo ade kada. So number of users are more and one server. It will be distributed among the different servers. It is not only to restricted that all the requests can be solved by only this server. If the server is busy, it will be distributed. And central bus లో ఒకే కండక్టర్ ఉంటాడు. మీకు టికెట్ కావాలి, if it is two members, అదే కండక్టర్ టికెట్ ఇవ్వాలి. 40 members also ticket issued through that conductor only. ఎవరు పడితే వాళ్ళు టికెట్ ఇవ్వాల్సి ఉంది. Right? That is centralized. Decentralized decentralization. There is a vending machine. అక్కడ పెట్టి టికెట్ మిషన్ పెట్టినప్పుడు ఎవరైనా యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, ఎవరైనా ఇచ్చేసి నుంచి నువ్వు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటాను. దట్ ఈస్ డీసెంట్. ఎవరి వన్ కెన్ యాక్సెస్. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి, అమౌంట్ పే చేయాలి, స్కాన్ చేయాలి, టికెట్ వచ్చేసి. బట్ ఇక్కడ కండక్టర్ టికెట్ ఇవ్వాలి. Centralized. Again, decentralized work is it. That is one the with respect to this under management. The next one is dependency. The grid computing, other computers pick up the work whenever the computer stops. The cloud side is totally depends on the internet. In the case, a conductor came on and depend on ticket ఇవ్వడం. అదే విషయం అంటే నీకేమన్నా కావాలంటే నీ టికెట్ ఎక్కువ తీసుకొని ఇవ్వబడుతుంది. So the grid computing ఏమైంది? Server 1, server 2, server 3. So server 1 workload it is more, it is diverted to server 2 is diverted to server 3. 3 is 4, 5, 6, and about 10 servers. Unfortunately, after some days, server 9 maybe get crashed. Server 9 maybe get crashed. And it is not stopping the SBI server is not working stop. It is not stop the working process because it will continue the work remaining with the remaining service. After server clear, SBI mission SBI services will not be stopped because all are interconnected as independently, loosely coupled. అంటే దీంట్లో ఒక దీంట్లో 5 members చేసినాము, ఎవరో ఒకరు absent ఉంటే ఆ నెక్స్ట్ డే వర్క్ మానదు. They will do their own work. Right? So later we will recover that system and again they start working. Is that grid computing? Where is cloud computing? It is not like it depends. So through standard can also operate to the internet. Totally depend on internet. So once it is cloud computing, already internet of cloud, where the cloud resources will be used through internet only. If it is internet get crashed, we cannot communicate it. And the next one, operation. It operates within a corporate network, that is grid computing, where cloud can also operate through the internet. So corporate network is like sometimes it is a private network. Grid computing will work. It is a private network, dedicated leased lines. Dedicated leased lines. It is working. Whereas grid computing, clouds through internet only it is working. We can operate. So accessibility through the grid middleware, the cloud side is through standard web protocols. So whenever you are working with internet, beside it is no HTTP protocols. HTTP protocol like any internet protocols will work it out. UDP protocol. So using that UDP network protocol calls will access the data through from the cloud. Whereas here in the grid computing, it can be accessible through grid middleware. Grid middleware is just a separate software, a technology, middleware technologies, middleware softwares. There is an interface between the servers and the users, and some technologies are there. Using that technology, we can access it. And domains. So multiple domains are computing river, where the single cloud computing was single domains. Multiple domains in sense, domain normally website domains are gmail.com, gmail.com, and kite.ac.in. In.com.in has a different domains. And government.in. Some websites are website name abc.nic.in. So there are different domains. This is .in.com are called domains. So with the different domains, it is grid computing is working different domains. And cloud computing will work through the under single domain. It is only either it is working purely with the combinations with the dedicated domain only. When it is multiple domains it is working in the grid. Scalability. Scalability. In the first class of Japan. Scalability means starting class. Scale up, scale down. Scalability means it is the ability to work with a heavy load and load will be very less load and heavy load it is working. So in our example, as it is a server, two servers are located in an agenda, which is load is heavy. Then also the SBI systems should work properly because it is having a capacity to scalability. Scalability two servers is enough normal our day because as our analysis, two servers can work these five machines or users among this. But sometimes if a heavy load వచ్చినప్పుడు automatically the traffic is diverted to third server which is located is a core key and automatically scale up scale the capacity in the 100 users capacity issue but ఎప్పుడైతే more than 100 అయిపోయిందో the close up the damage it will not be stopped so it should be working properly by diverting the next load to the other server automatically scale up services ఎక్కడ డిస్టర్బ్ అవ్వదు అంటే నీకు ఒక పని చెప్పగానే నేను ఇంతే చేస్తే అయితే జరుగుతుంది automatically you have to make use of another resources and you continue your actual work and then drop a work money. So that is scalability. Scalability is normal in the in the grid computing, whereas cloud computing is very high. And architectural distributed computing architecture in the grid computing, whereas cloud computing is a client server. As a client server architecture, client is requesting something with the cloud and whenever they tell you are requesting something, I want to celebrate in body celebration. Then he will respond something. That is client and request is. Whereas distributed computing, in the distributed computing architecture we use in a grid computer because and the grid computer it is a subset of grid computing. Grid computing consists itself distributed computing itself have a set of resources and servers. And virtualization, data and computational resources will be done here. Hardware and software virtualization can be done in the cloud. That is hardware and software platforms. Data virtualization, computing resources are working as a grid computing. Computation. So we know computation required for grid computing, whereas on demand. So computation is nothing but in the grid computing అంటే అందుకే ఎస్బీఐలో ఎప్పుడు రిక్వెస్ట్ సర్వర్ ఆన్లోనే ఉంటారు అంటే మినిమం వర్క్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటాం క్లౌడ్ లో కదా నీకు ఎప్పుడు కావాలో అప్పుడే రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇస్తుంది అప్పుడే దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ వర్కింగ్ స్టేజ్ ఆన్ డిమాండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ ద క్లౌడ్ కంపిటీషన్ అప్లికేషన్ దట్ ఈస్ బ్యాచ్ సిస్టమ్ వైరస్ ఇంటరాక్టివ్ బ్యాచ్ అంటే ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ లో వస్తుంది బ్యాచ్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ బ్యాచ్ అంటే ఏంటి జనరల్ ఏంటి బాబు మీరందరూ ఒక బ్యాచ్ అంటే you people are a batch, group of people. మీరంతా ఏజెస్ సేమ్ క్లాస్ పెట్టేసి వర్క్ కొట్టేసేమ్ కాలేజ్ వస్తేసేమ్ క్యాంటీన్ కొట్టేసేమ్ నోట్స్ రాసేసేమ్ అంతా సేమ్ వాడు రాస్తే నేను రాస్తే వాడు వస్తే కొడుకు నేను వస్తాను దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అసైనిటీస్ సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ రీజన్ ఏంటి మీరంతా ఒక బ్యాచ్ నిన్న రాలేదు మీరంతా ఒక బ్యాచ్ సేమ్ షర్ట్ వేసుకున్నారు లైక్ మీరంతా ఒక బ్యాచ్ సేమ్ వస్తున్నారు. This is one batch operating system. So application type in the cloud is a batch. Batch is nothing but set of tasks it is given to the grid computing. Those set of tasks will be computed by the grid. Whereas in the cloud computing side, it is interface. Interface is nothing but just mediator. Interface, one-to-one interaction. Where client server model, the client server client is requesting something, 100 Gs kawali, we provide 100 Gs. Client is requesting that I need 100 members for category and he provided that is for 100 members. That is client server model, leverage working with interactive model. Keep trading, great company. Note down few points. Is 2 points with an exemplars. Because mind లో ఏమున్నట్లేదు కదా నోట్స్ లో ఉంటే కనీసం రికవరింగ్ అయ్యింది అని ఉంటుంది. అట్లీస్ట్ ఎనీబడి ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ వాట్ ఇస్ రికవరింగ్ మనకు ఒక నోట్స్ ఉంటుంది అక్కడ ట్యూషన్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. Recovering is a subset of distributed property. Write the first part, then go for the second part. Everyone able to see this? If not, I'll read out. Last Babu, let's say particular milestone. What are you doing? There is ongoing development. Last. Exams, Covid is sounded colors last time. Right now, read competing. Just note down. Hey, I'm below to be listened to. అక్కడ కూర్చో అక్కడ కూర్చో పరిపాలన ఎక్కడ చూస్తున్నాను పరిపాలన చూస్తున్నాను అంటున్నారు. రెండు
So admission for water bottle ఇస్తున్నావా గెస్ట్ కి సెమినార్ ఎంత చేస్తారు ఉంటుంది తెచ్చాలి కదా సరే 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 సరే
లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇంట్లో జరుపుకుంటాం కరెక్ట్గా మూవ్మెంట్ పడుతుంది. అన్ని చోట్ల మూవ్మెంట్ పడితే మన ప్రాబ్లం లైఫ్లో ఒకరంతా అక్కడ మూవ్మెంట్. నాకైతే కనిపించదు అంత దూరం బికాస్ సైడ్ అట్లా సైట్ ఉందని చెప్పుకోవడానికి మూవ్మెంట్ అనేది కాబట్టి సార్ అని చెప్పవచ్చు. రికార్డింగ్
సార్
రికార్డింగ్ పాస్ చేస్తాను.
ఆడియో
Can I change? So పైన 2 పాయింట్స్ అర్థం కాకపోతే మనకి కింద ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అది చదువుకోవాలి. అది అర్థమైంది అంటే యూ కెన్ మేక్ ఇట్ as 2 paragraphs actually. So that is the key idea of to prepare. జస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ జనరలైజ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ చూసుకోవాలి. దాని నుంచి యాక్చువల్ రీడ్ అనేది మనం ఓన్ గా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. బుక్ లో ఉన్నట్టు రాయి మనం ఎగ్జామ్ ఎప్పుడైనా బుక్ లో రీజన్ డెఫినేషన్, బట్ మనం చదివి అవర్ ఓన్ స్టైల్ ఆ స్టైల్లో రాస్తాం. అందుకే ఇక్కడ నేను డిస్కస్ చేసిన ప్రతి పాయింట్ నేను ఆన్సర్ బుక్ లో ఉండాల్సింది. ఆన్సర్ బుక్ లో ఉండాల్సింది దే షుడ్ బి కన్వే ద సేమ్ మెసేజ్. నువ్వు చెప్పేది నేను చెప్పేది సేమ్ ఉండాలి. మీనింగ్ షుడ్ బి సేమ్, అల్టిమేట్ రీజన్ షుడ్ బి సేమ్. The way it is expressing is different. Use these 2 points for this telnet and HTTP. Write down these first 3 points. Write down the first 3 points.
ప్రసాద్ రోబోటిక్స్ ల్యాబ్ అక్కడ ఎవరు లేరు ఐకేఎస్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ ప్రవీణ్ గాడే పెడుతున్నాడు అవి. ఏసీ వేయలేదా? నిన్న వేసుకున్నారుగా మరి. వేసుకున్నారంటే మరి అనుకున్నా నాకు తెలియదు రా, మరి అప్పుడు లేరు. అక్కడ ప్రవీణ్ చూసుకుంటున్నాడు అని చెప్పి నేను రాలేదు. మెటీరియల్స్ ఏ రావట్లేదు అని చెప్తే పైన కిందకి వచ్చాడు అంతే.
మళ్ళీ వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ రండి.
సరే చెప్తా. చెప్తా. ఎస్ సార్.
Note down this rate computing is where it is used. Not these 4 points. One just keywords.
హలో
Rate computing
ఎక్కడ?
is used. By 1, 2, 3, 4.
నువ్వు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నావు అంటున్నా?
Okay.
కొంచెం ఇటు రోబోటిక్స్ రూమ్ ఉంది కదా,
Rate computing is used.
అక్కడ ఏసీ ఆన్ చేసి రావాలి.
Maxis financial organizations.
మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళి చేయాల్సింది తప్పదు. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ నేను కిందకి దిగలేనురా బాబు. వాళ్ళు వెళ్తే ఎందుకు ఇస్తారా? వెక్కి అన్న దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి రిమోట్ తేవాలి.
Next one.
కిందకి వెళ్ళి అప్పుడే నువ్వు
Advantages of rate computing.
కిందకి వచ్చి చేసి వెళ్ళిపో. ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా ఏంటి అక్కడ? మరి అరే ఇప్పుడు చేసి అడుగుతున్నారా చేయించమని. అరగంట ఏంట్రా, ఇంకా గంట ఉందిరా. గెస్ట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ నువ్వు రాలేదు చెప్తున్నా.
Next one, citing the topic peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network. Next, keep deciding peer-to-peer network. Listen, peer-to-peer network అంటే P, the word P means a system, a computer. P as one computer. P2P is computer to computer. The connection between these. So the in a P2P, P2P is nothing but first P and a P, two P. P2P network, the P's are computer systems which are connected to each other via the internet. Two or more computers are connected via this internet. Then you can say it is a P2P network. So in the B2B network, once two or more systems are connected through internet, what happens? What is the purpose of connecting? Purpose of connecting is to communicate with each other. Communicating through sharing, by sharing the files, by sharing the messages, by sharing audio files, video files, documents, whatever it is. So that is, files can be shared directly between the systems on the network without the need of any central server. In the animation, there is a server and you all the information you have will be loaded into the server. From that server is a facility, and our side there is no server. And that your friend side also there is no server, and your data and all the data will be maintained at somewhere else the server called as cloud. From that cloud only you will access it. అక్కడ నుంచి access చేసుకోండి సర్వర్ నుంచి ఇక్కడ అట్లా కాదు నీ దగ్గర ఉన్న ఫైల్స్ your friend and server. There is no between you and your friend is no other server. So that is the second point. Files can be shared directly between the systems on the network without the need of a central server. మన ఇద్దరి మధ్యలో ఎక్కడ సెంట్రల్ సర్వర్ లేదు we can directly communicate with each other. And in other words, each computer P2P network becomes a file server as well as client. So this also we can say that it is like a file server. File server will be not maintained as a central server. It will be maintained as a client server model, client side only, at your side only. And when you create an ad hoc network between two computers, you create a peer-to-peer network between them. Ad hoc network is nothing but which is physically not exist. Right? It is not actual network. Just create temporary ad hoc employment, ad hoc system లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాం. It is not permanent. Government job లో ఉంటాయి. Ad hoc post. Ad hoc post is nothing but it is not permanent post. And here ad hoc network is nothing. The network which is not physically or permanently exists. So which is temporarily constructed a network communication between the two systems. That is when it is ad hoc network is connected between the two computers, it will be created by using P2P networks. Where you want to create ad hoc network, P2P network will be used. By using this P2P network and the P2P network connection, you can exchange information from the user A to user B without having any server or without any input of the server. For example, Skype and Recul are the examples of the P2P network. Skype, what is the purpose of Skype? Nowadays, we are Google Meet is there, Zoom Meet is there, Microsoft Google Meet, but important.
Sir,
Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft is what does that.
so
Google, these are all the online meetings, right? Online meetings, then we use nowadays Zoom is enough. But there is a Skype. So that's in the previous days, before coming into these all these pictures into the so there is a Skype. Skype they want to share from user to user. User one who are in Bangalore and I one is in Bangalore. They want to share their data by using Skype. They will have exchange information by making system this Skype app. Microsoft Teams. One more thing is Microsoft Teams. Right? So next P2P network advantages of P2P network is easy file sharing, reduced cost, adaptability. Easy file sharing is nothing but and when there is a server, so it is server will have a huge number of files are there and huge amount of space is there. For searching process will take some amount of time. But where is there is no server is required to share a data and file from you to your friend, then no server is required and it will be file sharing is easy and very fast. That is easy to share, reduce the cost. And there is no need to maintain any server. So no need to have an expenditure or extra amount to maintain the server. So there is no need to invest in a separate computer for a server when setting up a P2P network. P2P network ఉంటే నీకు డైరెక్ట్ గా కమ్యూనికేట్ అవ్వచ్చు ఇంకెక్కడ సెంట్రల్ సర్వర్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ అవసరం లేదు ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సెంట్రల్ సర్వీస్ రిక్వైర్డ్ అగైన్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ అండ్ పర్చేస్ కాస్ట్ షుడ్ బి మోర్ సో దట్ కాస్ట్ ఇస్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ when it is P2P network and adaptability. So adaptability is nothing but P2P network extends to include new clients easily. So P2P network extends between UP3 members. The first three members are interconnected with the P2P network. Means that you three people can exchange the information between the people by using P2P. And it has a property and it has an advantage of adaptability. With the same network connection, I can add two more members into your network. And it is not dedicated for the, it can have a ability to increase two more members by same existing infrastructure as a P2P network which is established already. Other uses can be adaptable. Adaptability is nothing but one more or two more, three more systems can also be used and adapted into the same network P2P. So P2P is cost effective. First one easy to share, second one reduced cost. Cost ఎందుకు reduce అవుతుంది సర్వర్ లేదు కాబట్టి సర్వర్ ఇక్కడ మెయింటైన్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ యూజర్స్ ఆ ఫైల్ షేర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు దెన్ మరి క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ సర్వర్ అనేది P2P ఇచ్చేయచ్చు కదా ఇక్కడ క్లౌడ్ కావాలి P2P లో సర్వర్ అవసరం లేదు సర్వర్ ఉంటే సెంట్రలైజ్ సర్వర్ పెడదాం ఆ సర్వర్ లో స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటాం సర్వర్ నుంచి యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలి ఎప్పుడు కావాలి but the server maintains this then between you and me, file will be exchanged. So in the easy like why the servers, whether setups are made to cloud computing distributed. Just an idea. Server only our say contract. Now I'm talking about it. No need of any server, just P2P network the server you can extend your information. Means that is some extent of memory, some extent of filing. Some if the for large size of data you want to exchange between user one and user two, between using P2P network, it may get problem. The network crashes matter. If server is not there, the amount of data is maintained at your end. Sometimes anything is happening, system may crash. If system get crashed, complete data may be collapsed. మళ్ళీ వైస్ రావు నువ్వు ఈయన కొడైకెనాల్ ఫోటోస్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నావు సిస్టమ్ క్లాస్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది దేని క్లౌడ్ దట్ ఈస్ క్లౌడ్ విల్ బి ప్రొవైడెడ్ at any time anywhere you can access so that will be taken care of the system if the system crashes then how we get the retrieve the data that will be maintained to that side so P2P is useful for only some extent. This is cloud computing over the internet. So P2P is only for the user, but it is not preferable. Then we have to maintain a data in somewhere else like cloud. So what is the cloud computing over the internet? In the cloud computing over the internet, as we discussed, see in this diagram, the P2P network, see here there are the first one here, it is desktop, this is laptop, and here it is laptop and it is a desktop. So there are connections to this Ethernet, a P2P network, this is for P2P network. So just try to, I think it is P2P is anything here, no? Just first try to these two will come. In P2P network, the pins are computer systems total little fast. Perpendicular particular. That is the okay. It is a mental color. Okay, it's mental color. No? It's the different birthday Thanks. Right. So noted these three points. Tell me what is PL? Parent computer. Computer to computer network connection. P2P network. They will share information or files and data immediately without help of a server. That is P2P network. If you want, you can draw this diagram from the office. Like to desktop and laptop, and there is a network switch. Next step. Advantages, one is easy file sharing, reduce cost, adaptability. The advantages, no doubt. So, the file sharing, reduced cost, adaptability. Next, cloud computing over the internet. Next one, cloud computing over the internet. So, just try to note down this diagram. Cloud project, cloud లో ఉన్న ఆ వైట్ కలర్ లో ఉన్న రిసోర్సెస్ రాయాలి హార్డ్వేర్ ఇస్ వన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ రిసోర్స్ స్టోరేజ్ ఇస్ వన్ టైప్ అండ్ సర్వీస్ ఇస్ వన్ టైప్ నెట్వర్క్ ఇస్ వన్ టైప్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇస్ వన్ టైప్ that is called internet cloud. On the left hand side there is a color square or rectangle boxes users are submit a request to the cloud based on this request it will provide services, those are called paid services. Diagram. A use diagram గుర్తుండాలి diagram గుర్తుంటే బాగుంటుంది చెప్తున్నాను company, cloud computing over the internet. This shows that there is a cloud. The cloud can handle different type of resources. The resources are applied different hardware components, different storage devices, and a storage capacity. You can say different services. What are the services you see, and network connections and softwares. Or altogether, you can say internet approach. So, as a client, as a user, if you wish to use any of these service, any of these component, which is there in cloud computing. So as a definition, we can say pay and use. Cloud computing under pay and use. Normal pay is say 20% is water. Normal pay is they provided 50 members salary. Normal pay is 150 cases. Normal pay is 20% is water. That is 20%. 20 share. And come to your, they will make up your. So that is everything is done. Every service will be provided in the market with the paying of some amount. Same here, the left hand side, the LFR request that submit whenever you want, whatever you want, you just submit your request to the cloud. Based on your request, it will provide a particular service on rent basis. That is, paid services will be provided. So, as we discussed, no, the cloud computing cloud environment we provided different services as platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and software as a service. Notice this also. And IaaS, infrastructure as a service, provided by the cloud as servers, storage devices, networks, and the data centers. That infrastructure as a service comes these services. If you want to access a data center, if you want to access or store data, the data center will be there. You can make use of data center. That will be one of the service products comes under infrastructure. And a data center అంటే data storage చేసుకోవడానికి దగ్గర ప్లేస్ లేదు. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఒక ప్లేస్ ఉంది, దాన్ని యూస్ చేసుకో data center as a service. And storage networks comes under. This right side also not very easy. And platform as a service. So the platform means any software, databases, middleware technologies, databases, development tools, some runtime support such as the 2.0 server, and also Java are the platforms which are provided by the cloud. Software as a service, these software as a business and ERP, HR services, CRM services are provided by the cloud. Software as a service, I told you the last years yesterday we discussed and different. If you want to do, there is an ERP management which is already exists, but want to implement in your organization ERP management as your college like this. A package, an ERP service or a software is available. Maintaining of the student data, student records with the provision having that if everyday activities is monitored also, and then one of the student is absent, immediately that software will produce list of absent students and have a facility to send a message to the parent. This is my idea. What is our but same ERP model is available in the cloud, so directly you can use make use of that. But making some more. So no need to develop a device inside. No need to maintain your inside. So this repeatable business tasks. For example, check customer credit or open a new account. What is the service? The service is provided to the end user by opening an account, or we can say it is a check the customer credit. Customer credit means if it is credit score, that is free of cost. We are checking the credit score. So that is the one repeatable business task. So there is a one task we are executing repeatedly called as a service. We are repeatedly opening an account to the customers. That is the one service. And the right hand side will see service orientation. Service orientation. The service orientation is a way of integrating your business as a liquid services and the outcome that they bring. Service orientation sense, we need to link your businesses to the services. What are the services you are available? Your business is nothing but so service oriented architecture provided different services to link the services to your business is service orientation. In the service these are the different services are available once it is booking an order. You can the service is just order చేయగానే మనం ఆర్డర్ వచ్చేంత వెయిట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. We can track. We have different facilities. No, we order once you get it and doubt. So remove case items. That is order history summary is there. That is checkout. And what are the actual cost, inventory, and is there any benefits? The credit card applies a 10% discount on వచ్చిందా లేదా? Inventory information is there. And also that when it will be delivered. So that is you need to track it. In 2 days in delivery, you need to track that item. All these services are provided for your business. That is service orientation and service oriented architecture. Now it is SOE, service oriented architecture as an IT architecture style that supports service orientation. So as service orientation అంటే నువ్వు ఆర్డర్ బుక్ చేసుకోవాలి అమెజాన్ లో డిఫరెంట్ సర్వీసెస్ ఉన్నాయి ఆర్డర్ చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇన్వెంటరీ అమౌంట్ చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఎప్పుడు రీచ్ అవుతుందో చెక్ చేసుకో ఆల్ దీస్ సర్వీసెస్ ఆర్ ప్రొవైడ్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ as a service orientation. To support service orientation, a environment, IT infrastructure, IT architectural style will be provided by the service oriented architecture. And the later one is composition applicable, a set of related integrated services will support a business process built on SOE. So in the composition application, this type of services will build it. This related services of SOA will be integrated as a one unit with the support of different kinds of processes to make use of SOA of different businesses. Amazon ki oka different, like it is suitable as we discussed. If it is online shopping, it is suitable. Online shopping. If it is not online shopping, you want to use for ERP. ERP is a one service provided by the cloud. So for that, what is SOA will do? SOA will say that, so this ERP, you can, once you upload your student data, and once you upload your student internal marks, once you uploaded your student daily wise attendance, for the end of the month, one service it can be provided. You can check out number of classes attended in the so and so month. How many classes how many classes he or she attended as a master. At the end of mid exam one, at the end of mid exam two, there is one more service provided, and it is service oriented architecture will provide that you can check out the each individual subject marks and what is his rank, what is the grade, and after the end of the semester exams, once results are out, you can able to check out the student performance of the last semester. Performance as internal-wise and external-wise, what is the CGPA and everything. Those are the related to this. This is not suitable. This service oriented architecture is not suitable because that is different application. So those are the that is a composition application can be integrated related services that support a different kind of business. And SOA is a software design approach. So here, see like SOA, it's look like client and server application. See the diagram here. The left hand side represent service provider. Right hand side is a service consumer. Service providers are the Amazon. Service consumers are the end users. Amazon is provided as a one item of Apple 16 or S24, the Galaxy S22 or 24. 24. Galaxy S24 is a one item is provided. Who will be provided? Amazon is a provided that item and we are the end users, right? So service consumers are requesting Amazon about S24, mobile S24, Samsung S24 as service request. So when you have requested this, that is in the search bar, you have entered Samsung Galaxy 24. Then it displays with the different Samsung Galaxy 24 versions and memory, RAM size, and so on, and also prices. That is based on your service request. And he or the Amazon will be provided the details about the that particular product as a service response. So SOA is a software design approach and conceptually a collection of services and network as we discussed and communicate with one another. Services are loosely coupled. The services are loosely coupled in this. As any of the services fail, loosely, always you remember, loosely coupled in this, ఏదో ఒకటి ఫెయిల్ అయితే మనకేం ప్రాబ్లం ఉండవు. ఎవరో క్లాస్ లో ఫెయిల్ అయితే క్లాసెస్ ఏం మూసేయరు, కాలేజ్ క్లోజ్ చేయరు. ఏదో ఒక బ్రాంచ్ లా అన్ని సబ్జెక్టులు అందరు పోతే కాలేజ్ మూసేయరు. రైట్. మన ఇంట్లో ఒక ఫీవర్ వస్తే మనం అందరం హాస్పిటల్కి పోవాలి. రైట్. ఇంట్లో ఒక ఫీవర్ వస్తే అందరం టాబ్లెట్స్ తీసుకుంటాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ స్మైల్. సమ్టైమ్స్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ దట్ ఎవరికైనా ఏమైనా వస్తే మీరు అందరూ అలర్ట్ అవ్వాలి. ఏదైనా జరిగితే అందరూ అలర్ట్ అవ్వాలి. సో ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ వైరస్ ఒకరికి వచ్చిందంటే అందరూ పెట్టాలి. బికాస్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వీఆర్ షేరింగ్ నో. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ రీజన్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ యాజ్ ఎ కోవిడ్. మనకు రాకుండా బట్ మనం అన్ని చేసింది. కోవిడ్ వచ్చిండు హాట్ వాటర్ తాగండి, కోవిడ్ వచ్చిండు ఏమంటారు డోలో వేసుకున్నాడు, రోజు చికెన్ తిన్నాడు, బాయిల్ ఎగ్ తిన్నాడు, మనం కూడా తిన్నాడు. బికాస్ దట్ ఈస్ టైట్లీ కపుల్డ్. వీఆర్ షేరింగ్. Here, this is SO is a higher level of application development as we discussed. Typically, leverages a standard-based integration. So most of the cases we use this diagram as client-server model. It looks like client-server model. SOA components and operations. So before this, we'll just note down this about note this service-oriented architecture. Note this point. మళ్ళీ అన్ని అయిపోయాక SOA అంటే మర్చిపోయి. Note on this point. SOA is an architectural approach in which applications make use of services available in the network. So it's an architectural approach in which applications make use of services available in the network. Make use of services available in the network. Condition మన పెద్దవాళ్ళ వెళ్ళవలసినప్పుడు ఆయన రాసేస్తావా ఒక సూపర్ అంటే సూపర్ గ్రేట్ పెట్టుబడిగా వస్తుంది. సో SOA applies to build grid. It is applies to build a cloud to build and grids of clouds of clouds also. Next one. Just make a note this one. You can otherwise. ఇది ఒకటి చేసుకుంటారా? లేదండి కదా. దీని నుంచి ఇది అర్థమవుతుంది లేదంటే డైరెక్ట్ నుంచి అర్థమవుతుంది జస్ట్ డైగ్రామ్ యాక్చువల్లీ డ్రా చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు జస్ట్ ఒకసారి ఆ టైప్ సారీ నాట్ తీసుకుని ఆన్లైన్ షాపింగ్ వెబ్సైట్ రాయొచ్చు ఫోర్ టైటిల్స్ దెన్ క్లైంట్ అది రాయొచ్చు ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ ఎస్ వాట్ ఎస్ విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ మీరు మళ్ళీ కలర్ పెన్సిల్ బట్టి క్లౌడ్స్ అనేది గీయకండి ఏమైంది బాబు బయటికి వెళ్ళారా వాళ్ళు వస్తారా క్లాస్ ఏ క్లాస్ ఎక్కుదాం మీకే బయటికి అమ్మంటారా Item this code. What is service? What is service orientation? What is service oriented architecture? 1, 2, 3, 4. Composition application. Service అంటే repeated చేసే service. Service orientation అంటే మన బిజినెస్ సర్వీసెస్ క్లీన్ చేసేది సర్వీస్ ఓరియంటేషన్.
హలో. ఎస్ సార్. What is the yes sir. Okay, continue sir.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Anything is okay sir.
మధ్యలో అక్కర్లేదు డ్రా చేయండి డ్రా చేయండి. బాక్స్ లో యాక్చువల్లీ టెక్స్ట్ ఒకటే రాయండి డిజైన్ ఉంది.
Hello. Just tell me sir. Hello ma'am, చెప్పండి. సో ధనుష్ కుమార్ స్వామి.
ప్రొఫెషనల్ అనేది మినిమైజ్
చెప్పండి మ్యామ్. Yes ma'am, I'm pursuing BTech third year. కాకినాడ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Okay ma'am.
నెక్స్ట్
Yes ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4 2, 8.
Yes ma'am. Okay ma'am. Yes ma'am. ఫీజు ఎంత ఉంటుంది మ్యామ్? 6,000 అంటే కరెంట్లో అయితే కాదు మ్యామ్. అలానే ఇంకో ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేస్తున్నాను మ్యామ్ నేను ఆల్రెడీ. అలా ఈఎంఐ అది నవంబర్ పట్టుకుని ఇంకా మ్యామ్. నో మ్యామ్. మేము మేము మనీ కట్టేదైతే ప్రజెంట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు మ్యామ్. అటు పెట్టుకోవాలి.
Note this diagram also better when getting a clear idea. Just like client server model, service consumer as like client, service provider like a server. This will in components and operations. Finally, just wrote down this one. So here see, left hand side, green color. See this diagram only. See this one. So left hand side, this is service consumer as service providers. See, and this is a service registry. First listen, service providers. Service providers will have a different kind of items or different services will be provided. So if it is Amazon, you will take it. These service providers. These service providers provide different kind of services. For example, they will provide groceries, they will provide footwear, they will provide electronics items, right?
Class
So different kind of items they will provide.
నీకేమైనా కాలేజ్
And each item, each type of item, if it is a footwear, and description about the footwear, brand name, size, quality, are made up of it, color, and price,
6,000
and size
paid internship.
also mentioned, right? So all these details will be deposit will be maintained for the each and every product to the service provider. Service provider will maintain the description or details about the product one, product two, product three. For example, just leave it number of products. You have designed a product, that is, you have created an app. You have created an app. So app will attain for the specific purpose. The purpose of your app is that whenever you enter into classroom, yes, you don't need to physically take your attendance. Yes, face biometric. In the entrance of class, there is a face recognition is just you want to stand in front of the device, you will take your capture your image or iris. Based on that, your attendance will be posted. That is an app, but which is not published. So the app is app need publicity చేసుకోవాలి. Publicity like this is my app. So it contains so and so items. It is very portable item. And was పెద్ద వ్యారీ నుంచి తీసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. పాకెట్ వేసుకొని పోవచ్చు నా యాప్ ని చిన్న డివైస్ ఉంటుంది. So that cost కూడా very less amount of cost. So that occupies stores 5,000 members attendance of only stores. There 2,000 members only stores in the capacity. So all this information we have all available. We need to that is called publicity. That is called publicity. So ఇక్కడ publicity చేసుకోవాలి. So there is a place repository, registry, service registry. In the service registry, you have to register that product or that item by specifying details about the services provided of your application. What is the purpose of this application? The purpose of this application is to use student attendance monitoring or faculty attendance monitoring, faculty biometric, student biometric attendance as a one my project or my product. So you have to publish it to give the details and to publish it for your product. There is a place is called service registry. In the service registry, to register your product details over here. And we don't know who will develop this type of we don't know who will develop such type of and applications are developed from the developers and
సారీ
repository registry is registered. From the register or registry of particular product, I guess, we get it consumed according to your requirement. This will be the service one. Yeah. Thank you.